The views and comments expressed on the following radio program by its hosts and their guests do not necessarily reflect the views of rmconair.com or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
Ladies and gentlemen, we back. Hey man, I like this record, man. It's been a while since I heard that song. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the cats in Philadelphia right now, all the way up the coast. New York cats, all my homeboys back in the Maryland, DMV, Baltimore, even Baltimore. I even got love for Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? Generation U Radio, man. Fridays at 6 o'clock, RMC on air, man. We got a special show for y'all today, but first, my name is Scott Taylor, a.k.a. Scotty Trippin', whatever. In the house, we got
whatever. Hi, everybody. This is Melanie, a.k.a. Happy Friday. It's a little gloomy outside, so we're going to keep the warmth in here.
Okay, well, you know, I like your spandex. Well, she got some
spandex.
Y'all can't see it. It's like
always naming things the wrong way.
Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Generation U Radio, man. And in the house we got my co-host.
Hey guys, comedian Courtney Black in the building. How you doing? Happy Friday.
Looking outstanding.
Thank you, darling.
Yeah, I had something to say about your scarf, but you put it away, so I'm gonna just keep it pushing.
Yeah, warm.
Yeah, because you were probably gonna call us the wrong thing.
Exactly.
I don't know what it was. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, in the house we got.
And it's your boy William Basham live in effect.
Team White Skin.
Yep. You can do it.
How was it?
Yep.
You're damn right.
You got that right.
Hawaii was awesome.
Yeah, how was it?
What island did you go to?
I went to Honolulu.
Oh, okay, cool.
Hit him with the round of applause.
And we won too.
He came back with the 10. Generation U Radio, man. All right, we got a guest in the building. Can you go ahead and tell the people what's your name?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Dr. Allycin Powell Hicks.
Hit her with the round of applause. We got a doctor in the building.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for coming out. We appreciate you. She becoming a regular. This ain't the first time she's been in the building.
Welcome back.
We got Allycin, we got Haley in the background. Can y'all get on the mic real quick? We want to put y'all on the mic real quick. Today is about everybody. You know, we doing a round table by the way today. So
Team Natural, DMV.
Hit her with the round.
You already know.
Team Natural.
Lisa Siobhan.
Natural.
Yeah, it's natural. It's natural.
I can't spell right now. Go ahead, Haley.
Me too. I'm part of Team Natural now. We're making a new team over here.
I like that.
Hey.
Celebrate your differences. That's actually what the show's about. But we're gonna keep it pushing real quick. We have another guest in the building. Go ahead and tell the people what's your name.
Hello, you guys. My name is Chris the Fabulous Watson.
Oh,
Hey, Chris the Fabulous.
Welcome.
I ain't even got to say a round of applause. I like how you came in with the tone. That shit was beautiful. We're going to get back to that in a minute, but we have another special guest in the building.
Dr. Keisha Downey, repping Chicago.
Looking great.
Another doctor in the building.
There's two of them. I feel like our average IQ went up just by having them in the building.
Just by hanging out.
We appreciate having y'all in the building, man.
I think we have one more guest in the back there, right?
Yeah, we do have another guest. Can we get her on the mic real quick so she can tell the people what her name is?
I was like, who's the guest?
Tell the people.
I guess me.
What's your name is?
Hi,
Atia Diab, actress, writer, Team Natural, Team Pressed. Just
Team Pressed.
I like that. That's a new one.
Thanks for having me. Right.
I ain't heard that one, but.
No, just for me over here.
Right. Dark and lovely. Dark and lovely.
Team Hot Tools. I feel it.
Beautiful in the building. Matter of fact, can you pass it to Tamika real quick?
What's up, everybody? I'm Tamika Briscoe. I'm a writer. Glad to be here.
Damn right. And real quick, let's shout this real quick. What's your son's name again? CJ, right?
Oh, CJ.
So the way that I met her is that her son. What can you tell the people? What was it?
He's a singer, and we were supporting the charity event, so we're really down with the team. Yep.
Yeah, the basketball event. You know,
we're from the DMV. We got that connection. They went to the same.
Hit him with the round of applause for the DMV. That's what I was looking for.
Yes.
And her son went to the same elementary school that I went to when I was a kid.
Nice.
Kettering Elementary School. Shout out to all the people in Kettering, Largo, Mitchellville area, DMV, PG County. We'll keep it pushing. All right, man. We got Kenneth in the building on the camera. Shout out to Ken. We got Glenn Robnett on the building. See on the mic.
We got a new DJ in the house.
We got a DJ. DJ Tharo on the ones and twos. Get in there real quick, bro. Tell the people. Did I say it right?
Yes, Tharo.
Okay.
Thorough, like DC, Thorough. From DC?
No, I'm from Texas, actually.
Oh, Texas. How
You from where?
Shout out to the South.
You go ahead and spin in my music, man. You can spin the music in the background, please.
Right.
You from Tharo, Texas?
No,
we got Leanne Tooker in the building. Go ahead and get on the mic real quick. Normally we don't do the in-depth shout outs, but
comedian and team, thanks for including me.
I like that. Hey man, we're gonna be right back after the break. Can I hit my music, please? I need some music in the background. I feel like the little turn
Thorough in the building from Texas.
Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, man. We do this for the people, man. If the people don't support us, then what we doing this for? It's Generation U Radio, man. Follow us at Gen U Radio, and we'll be right back after this break. Yep.
In the same building on the same floor and never met before until I'm overseas on tour and peep this Ethiopian queen from Philly taking classes abroad. She studying film and photo flash focus record. Says she working on a flick and cut my click through the score. She said she loved my show in Paris at Allycin and that I stepped off the stage and took a piece of her heart. We knew from the start that things fall apart, intent to shatter. She like that shit don't matter when I get home. Get at her through letter phone, whatever. Let's link, let's get together. Shit, you think not? Think the thought went home and forgot. Time passed, we back in Philly, now she up in my spot. Telling me the things I'm telling of is making her hot. Started building with her constantly round the clock. Now she in my world like hip hop and keep telling me, yeah.
If you were worried about when I didn't know who I saw, what club I went to with my homies, baby, don't worry, you know that you got me. If you were worried about when I didn't know who I saw, what club I went to with my homies, baby, don't worry, you know that you got me.
Yo, I'm the type that's always catching a flight, and sometimes I got to be out at the height of the night, and that's when she flip and get on some more.
Another lonely night, seem like I'm on the side, you only loving your mic. I know you got to get that paper, daddy, keep that shit tight, but yo, I need some sort of love in my life.
Oh, we back. Oh yeah, I like this record right here. It's like I don't really like this record right here. I'm just joking. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, it's Generation U Radio. I feel like I'm 16 when I listen to it. Yeah.
It is.
I feel like it sets me back a little bit. Yeah. Hey man, ain't this about a bitch? You know what I'm saying? My gray hair is sticking through my do-rag. Generation U Radio, man. Hey man, I just realized I done did it again, man. I didn't get a chance to get the topic before the break, but we gonna get to that right now. The topic. Hit my music down real quick. Today is the Battle of the Sexes show. Hit us with the round of applause, goddamn. We've been planning for this show for a minute, man.
It looks like the female's gonna win now.
I don't know if y'all checked out this room, but it's very lopsided.
There are
lopsided in the room.
There are some men on the way, though.
I'm about to make.
They're coming. They're coming. They're gonna bust through this door.
I'm not gonna say shit.
I ain't saying
More women than men.
for this.
Exactly. You might want to get a waiter or two from the restaurant.
A damn waiter.
A handyman out there.
But since we do have a lot of women, I would like to know a little bit more about the backgrounds of the women we do have on the panel today.
Fact
check. Let's start with the doctors. We have Dr.
We have two doctors on our show. I really am.
Allycin, hey.
So Allycin, just tell us a little bit about your background.
All right, I'm from California. I'm a local. They're not a lot of us. Got my PhD in clinical psychology a few years ago, and now I started a consulting firm. Me and Dr. Downey work together there, where we do entertainment mental health consultation. So
for all ages or just adults? Or?
I might need help from now on.
Adults right now.
Right.
We do some business consultation, work with some businesses, media companies, writers, directors, things like that.
Right.
All right.
Nice. So let's jump to Keisha.
So y'all, yeah, go ahead, Keisha.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get a translation later, but that's
Give you my number.
Yeah.
I have my doctorate in education with an emphasis in psychology, and born and raised in Chicago. Been out here for a couple of years. I'm a licensed and marriage and family therapist, so I see the people who have marital issues.
So we're really going to be looking to your advice when it comes to these situations.
And you're a
today.
therapist on the show. What's the reality show?
I am a residential treatment counselor on the show Couples Therapy.
Round of applause. We know somebody. We know something. I'm just playing, man. I'm just
kidding. Because those minds are busted.
She may know a thing or two.
Crazy.
She may know a thing or two about relationships.
The reason why they're on the show.
And welcome, Chris Watson. Crystal Watson.
Yes, hi. I'm just Crystal Watson, no doctor or anything special. But I just
very
have,
special.
not yet. My name is Chris the Fabulous Watson, and I'm a wardrobe stylist, and I have a women's empowerment nonprofit organization, and we produce quarterly group discussions for African American women, and it gives African American women a platform to discuss issues such as colorism, dating discrimination, the light skin versus dark skin. We actually have an event coming up June 7th. I'm so excited by one of my favorite authors of my favorite book called Bouncing Back After Dropping the Ball, 18 Steps to Forgiveness. So this event is called I Forgive You, But. And so she's coming in June 7th to facilitate the conversation. It's going to be in Culver City, I believe at Motor Studios, so you guys come out. And we actually have another one coming out that I'm producing in Atlanta, July 26th, called Light Skin versus Dark Skin with the men. So, yeah.
Nice.
I like it.
You need to take these two.
With a round of applause, yeah. We be in the trenches on the light skin, dark skin shit, I tell you.
It matters. They think it matters.
Right in the trenches, man. You don't even know.
No.
It doesn't matter.
No
You're right.
team, all right?
And I actually went to
Celebrate your differences. Celebrate your differences.
I actually have been to one of Chris's events. I went to her Battle of the Sexes events, which is actually one of the reasons why I thought that she'd be perfect for this panel. It was actually the topic was I'm never dating black men again, or was it?
Yeah, it was never dating black
men. It was men. Okay, yeah. I'm never dating black men again.
Why gotta be all that, man?
I thought most black men say they're not dating black women.
It was a part two. It was a part two because the part one was.
I know, right?
Yeah, the part one was I don't date black women, and it was a huge turnout.
Yeah.
And so many people were like,
men or women?
Women wanted to know.
It was both.
Both.
Nice.
I mean, it was a lot of men, and it was mostly the men that were like, wait a minute, I want to say more. We need a part two, and everybody's like, we need a part two. There's more I want to say because it was recorded. It's actually on YouTube. If you go on YouTube and look up Nora Unicorn, I don't date black women. We are like up to like almost 6,000-7,000 views now.
Wow.
And so it's amazing.
It's a
great
topic.
discussion. It's a very hot topic. But what people don't understand is that we get to the root of the problem and create a solution. So that's what we're about here. It's not to attack or encourage any of these behaviors. It's really to encourage support and communication and break down that communication barrier.
Right. Nice. Appreciate that.
So you can express yourself.
A lot of men need to hear
people can see it. Yeah, exactly. What you talking about? You gotta look at me with it. I don't even.
We're always right.
I feel like
that's part of the problem.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. You know, I gotta learn to just be wrong more. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works dealing with women. Anyway.
That's why my ass saying all that submission shit.
I got love for you.
Hold on, that's why they had the thing.
I submit for the right people. right. You know, when was the homeboy that came through and he was talking about the great whites? Y'all remember the great whites?
Yeah.
You gotta get you a great white, man. Stop fucking with them dolphins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Straight up.
With dolphins and
All right, man. So we're gonna get into this topic real quick. We got other people in the building, but we're gonna give y'all a chance to chime in, man. But we wanted to talk about this because, you know, we were gonna start from the marriage thing, but it's like, you know, a lot of people people aren't married yet. So
This LA. Let's
at
get
all.
to the dating.
we gonna start with the dating.
Too many people are married in LA.
Can we get through a month? Shit.
Too many folks in LA.
Look, Allycin got a ring on. Allycin got the ring.
Allycin got a ring. All right.
Yep.
That's one. And
So
anybody else?
all
one
the fellas out there, she's taking. You're gonna have to
It's
step your
brother.
game up. You know what I'm saying?
Bring it. You should have brought the brother.
I know, and he is black.
I was just gonna ask you. Wait, is he black?
6'6", chocolate.
What you mean, you people?
6'6"? Girl, you better stop telling all these women that.
Hey man, I
Watch it.
I feel like we outnumbered right now. Will.
Where you guys at? They're on their way. The guys are on the way, Scotty. Where are they at?
Ain't this about a bitch?
Where they at?
They supposed to be here. Hey, Sean.
Where they at?
We got the homie Sean and Brett Bouldin. They on their way. So
still on the
we
way?
need your help, man.
Okay.
Hoping they all
All
need
right.
help.
All right. Well, let's jump into
All
it.
right, so let's get into
Because it
it.
might get ugly.
Let's get into it real quick.
We got this. We got this. They don't need to come. They
I want to
don't
ask y'all a question, ladies. I have a question for you. You know what I'm
Ladies
saying?
only.
Why is it that I don't find out what you really mad at me about until 3 weeks later?
Sometimes we don't like.
And
broaching
how
the topic.
do you expect me to remember what you mad at 3 weeks later?
So, in other words, I think what Scotty is trying to say is men
You
and
can tell
women.
it came from personal experience.
Yes, that was a
mad as
little
hell, like,
specific.
damn.
That was
Let
a
me
little
calm down.
specific, so I'm gonna go ahead and broaden the topic a little bit.
Count to 10 real quick.
So, women have a different way of expressing themselves and communicating than men do. So, I think that's more so what he's asking us about is our communication habits. So, if any lady wants to go ahead and tackle, I mean, that's an accusation that he's making. But if anyone wants to tackle that,
It's got some truth to it.
It's something that bothers me too. Because I'll say, so when my girlfriends get mad, sometimes my friends, and they don't want to talk to you for 3 weeks, and then they come back like nothing happened, but they're still a little mad.
Yeah.
I think a part of it is the way we're socialized. I'm going to keep saying that a lot. I think women and men are socialized differently in America, so it's not necessarily that we're genetically prone to do certain things. That there are certain things that we do genetically, but women use 4,000 more words a day than men do. And we tend
A day?
A day.
Yes.
Damn. A lot of 1,000 more.
That's a lot of words, man.
Yeah.
We tend to
You get some rollovers or something?
Too damn much. Damn, y'all.
We just listening to arguments.
Nagging, right?
And we tend to use more emotional words, like words about how we feel and how we're experiencing things. And so sometimes we feel shut down when a guy he can't acknowledge that. And so I think what happens is we develop these patterns where we feel like we can't come to you anymore and talk to you about the way we feel. And so we just shut down and we say, you know what, I'm mad, so I'm gonna make you mad. And now we're in this cycle where now everyone's just mad, and I'm gonna ice you out, so you can feel just as bad as I feel.
Right.
Because I want you to feel how isolating it is to have someone not care about what you say.
Right. So you're saying that it's basically like
Get
a
back.
technique to get back?
I do. I think that happens a lot. I can't speak
holding a
100%,
grudge?
but
I think Dr. Keisha had
And
something to say.
sometimes too, women feel that if you're with a guy, you should know I'm mad or what I'm mad about.
It's very true.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a good point.
I ain't a
That's a
mind
good point.
reader.
So basically what ends up happening is that, you know, they cop an attitude or get in their feelings or what have you, and then it just kind of escalates
Fester.
into something else that it doesn't have to be.
Right.
And
Because
then
again, the woman can express what she wants to say, but she just feels like, you know, he should know, he should say something to me first or what have you. So that tends to happen a lot too.
And another angle is that sometimes they don't want to blow up. So it's like, let me count to 10, and then that 10 has turned into 2 weeks. You know what I mean? And then the time is not right.
Then it
But
really
you like
gets blown
want, you don't want to blow up. So you like, let me calm down and think about my words, and it kind of stretches out too long. Sometimes I've done that.
Can I ask the psychologist real quick? Somebody told me that people don't remember what you say; they remember how you made them feel. Do you think that's true with men and women, or
Absolutely. Actions speak louder than words. I think in general that's people.
All day.
Yeah.
And people remember more negative things than more positive things that
Because
are
of
being
your
said to
amygdala.
them.
Yep.
Okay, so let's talk about the men side of that. So men, a lot of women tend to feel that men just are very
got a caller?
nonchalant. And
Yeah, we have a caller,
we
man.
wanna
Let's
go ahead and
grab
take the
this
call,
caller.
and that's fine.
okay? We could switch gears real quick
And
and get
again,
this caller.
323-965-1600 if you have any comments.
Hot
on
button
this.
topic today.
Hello.
Generation U Radio. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, my name is Pierce McKenzie. I'm calling for a Generation Radio Show just to support it.
Hit him with the round of applause. Just to support back, man. We appreciate you calling in, bro. We need some help.
Need your brother come in quick.
It's Battle of the Sexes, Chris.
All kinds of women in here.
Did you want to chime in on communication differences between men and women?
No, my client just want me to call in just to support the show. That's all.
Who's your client?
Guys, have a good day.
What?
What? That's not
For
friendly.
real? Whose friend is this? Hit him with the disclaimer.
Is that your husband?
You and your client can go ahead and call back. I'm just playing. Hey, Generation U Radio.
I'm gonna call my car.
He didn't even say who his client was.
Yeah,
Like,
but say, your client wants you to say hi.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell my personal client to come slap you through the phone.
Right.
All right, Chris.
Make sure your client and my client meet out later outside in the parking lot.
You called. You
Right
called.
after school. Me and your client is gonna holler at you.
Client, he's gonna get that check.
What kind of bullshit was that?
Bill in the mail.
Hit my music, man. I don't even know what to do now. You know what I'm saying? The blatant disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Generation U Radio, man.
I just called to say what's up.
He said his whole name.
He didn't even say who he was representing. You know what I'm saying?
Christopher McKenzie, I'm gonna find you on Facebook.
Hey, listen, man. Call back and set the record straight. Cause as of right now, we ain't, that didn't even sound right. You know what I'm saying? Generation U Radio, man. We're gonna be right back after this break. It's the Battle of the Sexes show. We're gonna be right back. We got some big time guests about to come up in the building in a minute. We'll be right back.
323-965-1600.
Tell them. We'll be right back, yo.
I never knew a la like this. Gotta be something for me to write this. Queen, I ain't seen you in a minute. Wrote this letter and finally decided to send it. Signed, sealed, delivered for us to grow together. Love has no limit, let's spin it slow forever. I know your heart is weathered by what studs did to you. I ain't gon' sort them cause I probably did it too. Because of you feelings I handle with care. Some niggas recognize your light but they can't handle the glare. You know I ain't the type to walk around with matching shirts. A relationship is effort, I will match your work. I wanna be the one to make you happiest and hurt you the most. They say the end is near, it's important that we close to the most high. Regardless of what happened on him, let's rely.
There are times when you need someone.
Yeah.
I will be by your side.
So.
There is a light that shines special for you and me.
Yeah, second. It's important we communicate and tune the fate of this union to the right pitch. I never call you my bitch or even my boo. There's so much in the name and so much more in you. Few understand the union of woman and man. And sex and a tingle is where they assuming it land. But that's fly by night for you in the sky, right? During these cold, shy nights, moon, you my light. If heaven had a height, you would be that tall. Ghetto to coffee shop, you, I see that all. Let's stick to understanding and we won't fall. For better or worse times, I hope to me you call. So I pray every day more than anything, friends will stay as we.
Oh yeah, man. If they take shots, then shoot back. I don't know who you was calling, but get off my phone. How about that, nigga? It's Generation U Radio. I don't like people playing on my phone. Generation U Radio, man. We back RMC on air. You know what I'm saying? 6 o'clock Friday. You already know the deal, man. We gonna get back into this topic. You know what I'm saying? It's the battle of the sexes.
Yes, it is, and we got one more guy on the panel. So we got LaRon over here.
It's not necessarily a jury. It's not a jury of your peers. It's more. It's a little lopsided. Hey, shout out to LaRon in the building, man. We appreciate having you in there.
Thanks, LaRon.
He's gonna try to help us out with the percentages because the dudes, we a little outnumbered right now.
Since we do have one guy, then can I just go ahead and throw the next topic to him? I think I can put him on the hot seat right quick.
Yeah, do that.
He on the hot seat.
I got your back, LaRon.
I question the emotional thing that like women, we're kind of emotional, and I wonder how much of a part does that play that men can handle it, not handle it. We kind of like, can go overboard, overthinking, and get panicky, and like, so how much of a turn off or how much does that?
I think it is a turn off.
Courtney,
actually,
I think that
for a female to be like that.
Right before the break, I was about to ask a question, and that relates to that question that I was going to ask.
Okay.
I was going to say, a lot of men tend to come off as nonchalant or have this kind of like, I don't know, we take it as the I don't care attitude that we kind of get from men. And does that kind of make women more emotional and more panic? Like, do they feel like it's like I'm not getting anything from you? Can the men kind of speak on that whole like? Is it just that you guys just don't like to talk?
Go ahead, Will. I can't say
so. Just going off that, what about the men who actually do care and we try to ask you when the problem is like there? But then, like you said, you guys don't want to talk about it. So then we'd be like, all right, we forget about it, but y'all hold that shit. And then like it goes on 3 weeks. You have to talk about why you mad, and you're like, you should know why. And that was 3 weeks ago.
I tried to deal with you.
No more.
Deal with it then.
Immaturity, though. I mean, right? I mean, let's put that on. You should know why. I mean, people know nowadays that
Well,
if you don't speak,
you don't know.
you're not gonna speak back.
Kind of say what the problem was, whether it's a male, female. I mean, love or business or friend relationship, whatever.
I tend to feel like when a woman finally blows up, though, she's probably mentioned the things she has an issue with time and time again,
and you still doing it.
Probably haven't paid her enough attention
to
actually change. Okay, we got somebody over here that wants to say something. What's up?
The blow up. Yeah.
She wants to blow up.
I'm going to say the same thing because a lot of times we do express our feelings and we talk to you about it and said, hey, this bothers me when you do this bothers me when you do that. So that's Monday. On Tuesday when you do it again, it's kind of
or Monday night.
Or Monday night. It's kind of like, why do I bother? You know what I mean? Like, why do I bother?
So y'all saying that we don't listen enough when it's important.
Exactly.
How do we know the difference? Hold up, serious. How do we know the difference between when y'all just talking and when it's actually important?
Well, if we're speaking, we're never just talking.
But
it's
sometimes
you use
4,000 more words than me.
That could get complicated.
See, there you go, right there.
It's not easy. I need a translator.
See, that's the line. Do we cuss you out, or when I'm trying to be cool and say, "Yo, this bothers me," are you not listening? Do I have to cuss you out in order to?
You think maybe
out the first day, then wait 3 weeks?
You know what I mean?
You think maybe it's in the delivery though? I mean, like if somebody come to me and say, "Hey, this is important," I might take it different than if they just mentioned it on the fly. You know
but if you're saying it, you're not going to say something that's not important to you. So the fact that you're already separating the fact that is this important or not important means that you want to have selective hearing to begin with.
No,
you have to know the person too. Is she always bringing up every little thing?
That's what I'm saying. Some people bring up every little thing, and it's just like
that person. But someone else that you're dating and they don't all.
You woke up this morning and turned to the left. I didn't like that.
Some people be yelling.
You can never satisfy
the delivery.
That girl,
It's all about the delivery and how you deliver what you're trying. It's all about the delivery.
Oh, we got.
I think someone said over here about how if you're yelling and cussing, a guy might not hear you. The woman's not gonna hear you either.
What about maturity? I mean, a lot of people get in a relationship before they're mature enough to deal with with a partner. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but everybody got to get a nut. I mean, I'm just feeling
hilarious. Hit her with the round of applause because she kept it real. Hey, we're gonna get to our.
That's why I do this.
Everybody's like, oh my goodness.
It's what we got right now. That's all we got. Hey, Generation U Radio caller. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's up? It's Steve Brown from the ATL.
What's up,
Hit it with the round of applause.
DMV, Team Light Skin, call out my homeboy Scotty Trippin. You know what I mean? I support the movement, brother.
You sound like you supporting the battle of the sexes.
I appreciate it, bro.
What you say about that? You be in some mess.
Absolutely. Yeah, I had a question because I'm down here in Atlanta. You know what I mean? I'm doing my thing on my production and my technology thing. I've been dating, doing my thing. But what I wanted to ask the two brothers up there, what is it really like? Like I'm thinking about coming out there to LA and doing some work. So what's the dating scene like out there with the ladies? Like how do they act out there? You know, how's the whole situation looking?
Hey man,
how do they act out there? Do they act right? Is what he's saying.
Hey man, make sure you come over with some money. That's how I tell you that much. Take some money. I tell you that.
Hey, there ain't no Southern hospitality. I'll tell you that.
Right. I guess it's a little bougie, I guess, to say the least, huh?
Not all of them. Not all of them.
Not all of them. Find one.
It's a couple.
Not the ones in this room, at least. I would hope not.
Right. Nobody in this room.
I'm all like that. So
hey man.
You come out and see for yourself.
We appreciate you calling. He's an active member of Team Light Skin. Hit him with the round of applause.
Hey, my brother. It's all good.
He's an active member.
Make sure you come to the meetings on Friday.
You know. Of our social experiment.
He sound real dark.
You know what I'm saying? Team Light Skin, our social experiment.
He sound like bubbly.
Where we do this. This is what we do on that page. We talk about the differences between people to celebrate it, not to divide people. But you'll check it out if you get a chance. We're gonna keep it pushing though.
But I think that he had a good point. Can we talk a little bit about the checklist? The difference between the checklist of men and women and where money falls on that checklist. Oh, yeah. You know, when you meet somebody, like what is it? You know, and since we're outnumbered, can we start with LaRon here? So like when you first meet a young lady,
she's trying to call LaRon out on the spot.
He's 21. Like that's not.
And that's.
Whoa.
I mean, but he's still dating, and there are young ladies who.
Hey, shout out to Brent and Sean Bouldin in the building. You know what I'm saying? Generation U. Hey, matter of fact, we're gonna get into a break. Hey, cue my music real quick. We're gonna go into a break. What's good, brother? Shit, man. Appreciate you.
LaRon, you lucked out again. Every time I try to
we're gonna take it to
ask him a question,
can you cue my music up, please, real quick? You know what I'm saying?
Just so y'all know.
These two again when I'm here. I'm on strike. It's about to get real.
Freak out to see each and every freak out on Freak Out to Freak Out. Let's see about it. No credit.
I've been dealing with. I used to pop blues from a little chick. I call her boo cause it's real when the whip forget. I used to Uber to school, me to SLS. What you expect a little groupie to see my crib? Oh no, these women ain't serious. Do you know what type of women I've been dealing with? Try to tell me Adderall, make her get a rush. Used to the study until she fell in love. Tell me that little buzz just make her think a lot. I told her, nah, you lying cause she don't eat enough. Nah, these women ain't serious. Sprinkle a little something up in the lip. Start slipping and now she's sweating, her lips clenched. Kinda dizzy, your friends tell her to get a grip. I'm trying to give me a real woman to take out. But for now, they wild, they rather get it in. Girls on drugs. Girls on drugs. Girls on drugs. Bills and subs. And them beers ain't enough. They still need love. Girls on drugs. They still need love. Girls on drugs. They still need love. Then her purse where her hand go. Hey, she dispersed by the handful. Hey, go, make her go up. Nothing poppin' Zan when she land low. Bars to break, so many bars to break. She got the Grammys turned under the stars is fake. She like, oh my God, I'm on the moon, I'm lit. I'm my particular moon like a platoon. You know the hitters that I'm dealing with. Moon. Politicians and then a couple us on the road. In my position to give my lyrics to little kids. It's not official unless I'm giving them authentic. We all living with small demons. We all singing the song. Similar bros with us in their bone getting. Let me tell you about the women I be chilling with. The really insecure ones look good in here, right? Nothing fill the void, I'm a little.
Pardon me while I put my headphones on.
Put your headphones on.
Can't
We
hear
had
a
some new
motherfucker.
arrivals. We had to welcome.
Hit us with the round of applause. Motherfucking pack house now.
Yeah.
You got some boys on board?
Hey man, we had to even the odds real quick.
Man, I'm sorry, man. Lord, don't kill them.
I'm saying though, you know.
Don't kill me.
We called the reinforcement.
Hit the homies with the round of applause. We got 783 in the building.
Yes.
Welcome.
Bouldin in the building.
Yeah.
You damn right.
They're repeat guests too. We got a lot of family
AKA
here
Team
now.
Help.
You know?
Yeah. Now it's complete. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna re-intro the topic just because we got the full crew now, man. You know what I'm saying? Battle of the sexes. Let's go, dog.
We were talking about communication differences, the emotional part of the females. What else?
But we're gonna jump into our next topic. I think we talked about that one a little bit, and I want to throw this directly to the men. I've been trying to throw a question to the men for a while.
There you go.
Now we got some men. Now we got some men to answer the question.
Now we got he ready too.
What's up?
Our next topic is sex and attachment. So, is it a myth that only men can have sex without attachment, or
No. Nah.
Okay.
Not at all. Not at all.
I don't think so.
I think
Any women can do that.
it's you're doing it.
Once you actually, I think women are a lot better at it than men.
Yeah,
I think so too.
To be honest with you.
Why?
I
Why do
agree.
you think that?
Because women very.
I've seen it. I mean, I've
They
seen.
got more sex appeal.
They're like, bye.
Men can't.
No, the reason I say that is
They got more
because
sex appeal.
in a lot of situations, because of the way we were socially raised, men have to be the pursuers.
Right.
You have to pursue the woman.
Right.
The woman can kind of, it's like the Chris Rock joke. When he said, every time a man opened the door for a woman, he like, hey,
Right.
want some dick?
He throwing
You know what I mean? And he's like, hey, have a nice day. Want some dick? You know what I mean? So his politeness is even like, because he might not find a woman attractive, so he might not open the door for that woman. But the woman he wants, he gonna open the door.
Yeah.
Let me help you through. You need me to carry your bags, and I think that gives a woman a lot more power to do what she wants than a man. Than a man has, because a man has to pursue her. She don't really have to pursue a man.
So let me ask you this question.
And it's coming.
Is chivalry dead?
And a woman killed it.
Hey, thank you. With the round of applause. Is it a round of applause?
It's happening like it should.
Could have been a disclaimer.
You know what?
Explain. Chivalry is not dead.
But it's not happening.
But if in fact you do not insist on receiving it, it will die.
Right.
Because quite frankly, I tell my daughter all the time, if a guy doesn't open the door for you, then in fact you know he is not the guy for you.
Like,
because I've done that for my daughter since she was 2.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so anybody
my daughter, and my daughter's turning 20 next Tuesday.
birthday?
My daughter to this day, if she's walking with a man and she's walking on the outside, and
yes,
absolutely.
Get with the round of applause right there. There's a big
that.
problem with that. So I think there's chivalry, but I also think that because of where we are as a society, chivalry by women can be taken two different ways. It can be chivalry, or it can be women are independent. I can do this for myself.
Exactly.
They shut it down sometimes.
But
I don't need no
sometimes
man to hold the door.
that I can do it for myself is what's stopping you from receiving that chivalry.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Right. I agree.
And we
Women
teach
have
people
to
how
women have to allow the man to be the man.
Be a man.
Right.
And that's what tends to happen, and it shifts the dynamics
Feel
of the
like a man.
relationship.
Can I ask you a question? What happens when she expects a man to do too much? What is the line of too much?
depends on the couple.
Right.
I think we need to teach people how to treat us, and we need to stop being so hungry for relationships. Because I think we stay in relationships that we shouldn't be in, and we teach that man maybe that this is an okay behavior for another woman. But I think if we just shut it down and we're like, no, you don't open doors, I don't like that. You don't stand on the outside, I don't like that. You call me out of my name when you're mad at me, I don't like that. You raise your voice, I don't like that.
None of that's acceptable. But check it out though, real quick. What if you know?
But I
go
think
ahead.
it's a two-way street, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that
that's what I'm trying to say.
You know, women also have to let, like she said, let a man be a man. I think a problem for us is that a lot of women like shiny things. And shiny things ain't always good for you. A lot of women
they
will walk
train,
by
that's
that
what
man
love is,
who
too.
has that job, you know, he's a sanitation worker. And he's a really good man. He's not a bad man, but because he doesn't have that Lexus, or because he ain't got that watch, or because he's not that guy, it's like, oh, your girlfriends are like, oh, you got to get past that and look at a man for who he is.
Relationship.
Yeah,
What's he bringing to you? Is he actually a good man? Or
But in reverse, men have to look at women the same way. You
Well,
know,
well,
if a woman doesn't have the
Guess
body
what?
type that you want, the complexion that you want,
She's right.
the hair
She's
that you
right.
want, you know,
That's our checklist, ladies. If you want to know our checklist, just look at yourself.
It depends on what you're looking for in a relationship and what
Right.
you're looking for in a person. If in fact there are a lot of, as we spoke on last time, boys who that's all they look at. They don't look at the quality of what the woman is bringing to them or vice versa. So
There's a lot of girls.
Absolutely.
Very much so, especially in LA.
So it's like I understand your point is a very valid point, but at the same time, I don't think at this time I don't really think it's about men or women. I think we got to start looking at each other and not classifying like I have a daughter. I raised a woman. Now I'm a man. She had a mother, but there were certain things as a man that it was my job to instill into my daughter. Like I remember I had a friend of mine who had a daughter, and there was a situation where the father wasn't there, and the girl was really young, and she was really concerned because she was like, I have to change this because now my daughter's running up into every man's face she sees looking for attention.
Right.
So I think a lot of it is we need to, as men, it's like we said last time, a woman is looking for a man but willing to accept a boy.
Okay.
And I'm not talking about as far as financial or anything, because there's more boys
Yeah, I was about to say.
that are millionaires and rich.
With money.
But check it out. Do we hold ourselves accountable, or do we just let ourselves like
We as in men or people?
Yeah, as men.
Community, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think.
I mean, you know what's interesting, and I'm
I don't
getting
think
scrutiny.
it's just a black thing anymore.
I don't either.
I think it's a
I
world
don't
thing.
either.
Like it's a white thing, it's an Asian thing, it's a Latin thing.
Absolutely.
I don't think we hold ourselves accountable for anything anymore.
That's
Like
real.
everything's acceptable, everything is cool.
And nothing, and no discipline too. I mean, don't we?
But you know what, too? Like, and speaking from a woman point of view, I think that if chivalry is dead, I think that some of the women help kill it because there is no pursuit anymore.
Well,
to me, a lot of women are they don't even give
The
men
pursuit is how much money you got in your
pursue
bank
them.
account.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
The courting.
The court.
Yeah,
I love
it's
court.
like if they don't open the door on the first date and they still give them some, and then you want to wait till Wednesday and say you should have opened the door, it's too late.
I'm gonna get a lot of scrutiny. I'm gonna get a lot of scrutiny for this one.
I want to hear it.
What I taught my daughter, and I learned it through my daughter, is that I don't believe in girlfriend, boyfriend. Now, let me explain why. Because my daughter came home one day and she was like, I got a boyfriend.
How old was she?
She was about 16.
Okay.
She was about 16.
That's tough.
She said, I got a boyfriend. I said, why? She said, well, you know, I like him. I said, okay, there's no reason for you to have a boyfriend. You can date. You can, you know, have exclusive dating. But once you give them that title, you're giving them a title that do they deserve the privileges that come with that title? Right. Because now he has the ability to touch you in certain ways. He has the ability to block you from actually meeting other people. He has all of this power. Did he gain it or does he deserve it?
Or did he just check a box?
Let's then transitions into
one of the key words, or two key words in that is boyfriend, girlfriend. I don't want no girl. And I don't want no woman looking at me as a boy. So maybe we need to change our lingo,
our verbiage,
a little bit, because it's like I was talking to my son the other day, and I had to explain to him, because my son's 14, he's a young man, but he would say something to the fact of calling himself a boy. And I was like, listen to me. Your grandfather, your great-grandfather, a lot of people died so that you wouldn't be looked upon as a boy. So don't ever let me hear you call yourself a boy again, or I'm going to go upside your head, because I'm raising you to be a man. There's enough boys out there. So I think we got to kind of...
Let me ask you this. I want to ask y'all a question real quick, you know, because I think it starts with men in a lot of ways. So what are things that we can do as young brothers, you know what I mean? I want y'all to tell, because y'all, you know, to make them understand the difference between a boy and a man and how to attain to that next level.
I'll give you the classic example. Yeah. And I'm going to put this very bluntly for all our listeners out there, for our listeners who are in situations that they might be in a cage or what, be fathers. It starts, the reason our community is where it is because we have so many men who are learning to be men, and not just the black community. This goes on in the Latin community. This goes on in the Asian community. This goes on in the white community. It goes on. It's a worldwide human thing. Right. We need fathers. I remember when the protest was going on in New York. I happened to be in New York, and I was listening to a radio station. I won't say the name. But one of the questions they asked was, you know, well, call in and tell us, you know, as black people, what do we need? And, you know, I was sitting with my mother, and I asked them. My mother's like, well, we need education. We need, and I asked my uncle. My uncle's like, we need, you know, this. I said, no, what we need is fathers. We need fathers.
50% of black kids are born to single-parent homes.
70? That's a lot.
And then our women are raising our men, and they're not raising men. They're raising boys who are looking for mommies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like they're damaged. When you're hurt, you want your child. Sometimes your child becomes parentified. They become your husband.
Yeah.
So you do have a boy.
That. Oh, I dated one of those.
Stuck as a boy.
We are who we are because of our upbringing.
That's true.
What we
Oh, I would also add to that about the women and raising men. We need to stop coddling grown men, and once we stop coddling them as their mothers, as their girlfriends, and I mean it's ridiculous how many men out here are of age. You know, you're 30 years old, but you act like a boy.
Grown
like
puppies,
you
man.
Never graduated in life.
To answer your question.
30 years old still living with their mama.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
And no exit plan.
Absolutely.
Or strategy.
And don't plan to leave.
So if you're 45 and live with your mom, don't call in, because we
got some words for you.
It's okay to live.
We ain't gonna have too many good words for you right now.
Scott, one word to answer your question: accountability.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Period.
Like you two are great examples.
You need to have accountability as a man and as a woman.
Right.
And people need to hold you accountable, because in society, your relationships, your family. I mean, this failure to launch has just gone too far. Like you can't live. My son can't live with me if he's past college age. Like you
make it.
You don't hold them accountable.
You don't hold them accountable.
And all our men, you know, unfortunately, like I said, we have single mothers that when they hear something bad about their male child, it's like they go into a school and then trying to correct the situation. They're like, well, it's not his fault because his daddy. No, stop making excuses. Because
accountability.
The world is
hit him with a round of applause. Accountability in business. Be accountable in business. Be accountable with your family.
Allycin, what are you saying?
You said, what are we bringing?
I loved it. I loved every minute of it.
And be accountable for yourself.
And what'd you call it just now?
No, it's called the wussification of America. So it's not just black boys. It's kind of all males are being diluted. There's kind of this, and it's okay. I mean, I think there's balance that comes, and history is cyclical, things change, but there's kind of this feminization of men. Especially we see there is a major feminization of African American men because being a strong black man sometimes is so intimidating to society that they want to water you down a little bit so you're not so scary. And so there is kind of this feminization, this idea that like, oh, you got 5th, 10th place, you're still a winner, you know?
Right.
It's like, nah.
Nah, not really.
I remember a conversation I had like 20 years ago, and
you remember that far?
Damn, man.
And I was
Can't remember
talking to
none of that.
someone, and just speaking about what you're saying, I was talking to someone, and they were asking me, you know, like African American men, you know, the things that go on, and the thing about being African American, and what I've learned about being an African American male and traveling the world is that when she speaks of the wussification of African American. Well, if you try to wussify, and that's not a word.
Wussify. I was about to say, I can't spell that shit.
He made this word. It's called wussify. Look it up. It'll be in your Urban Dictionary.
It ain't no real dictionary.
But if you try to wussify African American males because of our stature in sports, because of our stature in entertainment, you in turn wussify everyone. Because everyone is following this. Everyone is like, you have, you know, white kids who live in Beverly Hills who want to be like the cat in Watts, or want to be like the cat in Cabrini Greens, or in Linden Houses, where we come from in Brooklyn. So when you try to wussify the African American male, anything you try to press upon the African American male, it's going to make it to your suburbs. It's going to make it to Beverly Hills. It's going to make it wherever, because everyone is following those trendsetters. Like I remember, you know, I had a nephew who came in the house. He's sagging one day. I'm like, do you know where that comes from? Do you actually know what that is? And he was like, yeah, no. What that is you're telling somebody you're selling your ass.
Yeah,
that's what you're actually telling somebody. Because what it is.
I thought they just didn't have a belt. I thought you got to jail.
No, what it is, it was
in jail. You didn't have a belt.
No, serious. I'm dead serious.
Eddie Griffin said it's something that comes from the penal area, where when you see a man sagging in jail, he shows the crack of his ass because it replaces the crack of a woman's cleavage.
Hit him with the disclaimer right there.
That's exactly what it is.
Team awkward.
And a lot of young men don't realize that they're caught up in this prison mentality, and they're like, "Oh, I'm hard." No, if you among other,
somebody's hard behind you too.
And how could you be hard? And this was our generation. We couldn't be hard because you can't run sagging. And if you're doing some hard things, you're going to have to be able to bounce. Yeah. So it just never really added up. It doesn't run from the police.
This is a whole other show in and of itself, too. So
real quick, I want to ask the ladies a question real quick. Ladies, what's your favorite part? Like, what is it that you look for in a man? If you don't know him off the street and a man tries to approach you, what are some things that you're going to shut down, and what are some things that you're going to accept?
I love assertiveness. I love a man who just knows how to approach. I don't like, what's up, what's your number?
What's the difference between assertiveness and stalking?
A nice, well, just assertive in general, being like in his own life, knowing how to approach me too, but in his own life, like going out on goals and, you know, just being very assertive in his professional life. But then on the initial meetup, I like, you know, conversation. I'm a conversationalist. Approach me like a grown-ass man saying, hello, how you doing? Oh, I'm Brian. What's your name? You know, I like that as opposed to, what's up, ma? You know, what's your number?
Let's hear some of the ladies that haven't spoken yet. Some of the ladies in the back. So, Crystal,
I'd like for their intentions to be known. Like, I mean, not like, hey, I want to, you know, bang you, but I like to be clear that this guy is pursuing.
That's true. I get to play the friend zone a lot, huh, Leanne? Like,
yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I'm a comic. Courtney's a comic.
Right.
Some, you know, are you being nice to me because you want to be on my podcast, bitch, or is this a real thing? You know?
That's true.
I want to say I'm accepting responsibility. As of 2 years ago, I am no longer coddling. Thank you very much.
Hilarious. There we go.
It sounds like an intervention.
We saved one.
I'm not raising any more.
We got diversity in the building. Shout out to Leanne. Appreciate you.
Well, because of what I do with my nonprofit organization and stuff like that, what's really important to me, what is number one, is the guy has to be passionate about wanting to I call it save the world, but he has to be passionate about wanting to give back or help people. That's like number one to me, because if he doesn't, like,
check.
I feel like there's so many guys, especially in LA. They're so like. Everybody has some great things to say, and I'm like messing up, but
She looking for a young Malcolm X. If you got if you got a script writer already, you might be in the game.
But that is something that's very important to me. And then also he has to be established. I mean, I know there are guys in my other event, they said that that when they meet a guy off the street, he has to be here. But if they meet him through a friend, then the guy can be here and he's still in. But to me, I feel like he has to be established.
That's a good comment.
Where's this middleman?
Okay, we'll say established. Okay, you know what? To me, I feel like you don't have to be, you know, Brad Pitt, or you don't have to be, you know, making $1 billion or anything like that. But you have to be ambitious. You have to be on your way to.
My rule is you always got to
Give us a dollar. Hold on. Give us a dollar amount, please. Give me a dollar amount.
You can't put a dollar amount.
We want to know.
You can't put a dollar amount.
But you have established assholes.
Allycin, you do.
Right.
That's true. Some of the worst ones.
Wait a minute. I said that's one of the things. I said number one was that he has to be passionate about giving back and wanting to save the world. All right, he has to be passionate
I
about
believe
that.
in this established thing. I think people make it. I think black people are some of the only people
who make it
make marrying
bad.
up a bad thing.
White people teach them to
white
do
people,
it.
all my white girlfriends. I grew up in Orange County. All my girlfriends are white.
Right.
All of them are married to millionaires.
They go to college.
My friends' moms.
So is that marrying down for the man?
Money doesn't make you unhappy.
And you
That's
know
a
what?
lie.
Often they're not. That's where a divorce rate comes in.
I think what it comes down to is
I grew up in a predominantly Armenian Persian neighborhood my entire life, and it's the exact same way. Everybody
Hit it with a round of applause. The Armenian march is on today. In case you're outside and you can't get here and the traffic is a bitch right now. But anyway.
My friends' mothers, like me and some of my black girls sat together and we're talking about, like, you know, our experience and how, like, my mom, she taught me a lot about business. She taught me a lot about education. She taught me a lot of, you know,
What's up with that mic,
made
man?
me smart, tried to make me knowledgeable. But
No. Turn that mic off because that one's the one that's making some noise. Keep going. I'm sorry.
But my friends, a lot of my white girl friends, their mothers taught them how to be wives. Their mothers taught them how
Did they teach them how to gold dig?
their
To
men.
submit.
No,
To
you know
be
how to
a
love
good
their men.
wife.
I don't
How
like
to
the word.
submit.
I don't like the word gold dig. I mean, I think there's some
Orange
girls.
County, man.
I think there's some girls who do who do want a man for money. But if a man's flaunting
security
it,
is what
if a
they
man's
call it.
throwing his money around saying, "Look at my car, look at this," why do you think a girl wouldn't want that? If a girl's walking around in a mini skirt, guys are gonna want to have sex with her.
That's true.
So I don't understand. what the difference is.
I don't dispute any of that. Marrying up, but
if a man's throwing money around, you ain't dealing with a man. You dealing with a boy.
Exactly.
I'm saying I think that's what happens.
Hit him with the
a lot,
round of
and then
applause.
they-
That's a real
and they get mad
statement.
at women for being
My
attracted to a
studio
guy's
audience
money
too.
when that's
no,
all.
I get mad at women for going after a guy and who has money and is unhappy.
Yeah.
Has basically compromised their integrity.
Guys do
to
the same
so.
thing. They go over a girl with a
And
body,
I get
and
mad
she's
at
a
guys
bitch.
and I get mad at guys
she's
for
a
that.
bitch, and she's always, you know, complaining, but he's still there.
If a man
Neither
calls
one of them
a
know how
woman
to
a
get out of
bitch,
the relationship. Either.
ask
They
him
don't know how to step out.
who
But he
hurt
might
him,
not call her one.
ask him who hurt him and why he's not over it.
Because she's a bad chick on his
That's
arm.
all it is.
So.
Hey, I got one real quick, okay? This is another topic real quick, and I wanted to touch it before the show's over, man. All right, men, you know what I'm saying, and women too. If you have a homeboy or a homegirl that is proud or talk about how they have abused their spouse or their significant other, how do you respond to that?
I don't have a homegirl because I'm a checker.
Yeah.
And whether she likes it or not, like, yo, you're on some bullshit.
Right.
Like, you got a good man.
Is it different if a female does it or if a man does it?
No, it's not.
Society makes it different.
That's what we
Society
always,
makes it different.
where we always.
According
mess
to
up.
the jail sentences, it's different. But
Yeah, you know,
society makes it different.
we always male female. Well, let me explain something to you. Nobody would be sitting in this room unless male and female came together. So see, that's a big thing that we have to stop separating male, female, and start thinking more of together. Because I always tell people this: everybody throws around the word love. Oh, I love him. Oh, I love her. No, because until that person might like to be slapped around, and that's their idea of love. Until you understand what someone else's idea of love is, and have to kind of work with that, you can't really say you love that person.
Well, women and men speak different love languages. How about that?
People, individuals speak different love language. It's how
That's
they
why.
raised.
That's why it's so important in the beginning. When you go back to the beginning, what I think is missing in relationships is that the man and woman, they don't take the time out to get to know their mate. You have to really
They don't even know they self.
Right.
Yeah.
But you have to seek to understand that other person, and get to know their backgrounds, because a lot of people, just in practice, when I practice with couples, they don't even know about the other person's past, family,
Right, how they
history,
grew
relationship,
up.
anything. And it's really important to
You
understand
know
those
what?
types of
Diamond says she got a comment. Get her the mic so she can make her comment, because Diamond be having some hella
Go ahead,
great
Diamond.
comments.
So basically, I agree with you.
No pressure, though. No.
Recently, is it? Check on two.
Just yo.
Is
It'll
it?
be all
Okay,
right.
it's fine. I do agree with you because basically, like, I recently have been engaged myself. I just had a baby. And I agree with you because it does starts with the father. Yeah. Off the rip, it does. Cause
Your kid's
I'm a
cute,
daddy
too.
girl,
Yeah, a cute kid.
And my thing is, as far as being a mother and, soon to be wife, I'm over here like, I grew up with my mother and I grew up with my father, and we had rough times. I'm from Cleveland, but we made it to Cali. We had rough times, but at the end of the day, my mom and dad are still together. And I see, like, yeah, I've been through whatever I've been through, but I'm still here today, and I'm so motivated. But I see my mom and dad make it together. So now that I have, my man right here, that's all me and him we see, and that's all we need.
It can be
and
done.
We're raising a little boy together. You know what I'm saying? And,
He's
it's
a cute
kind of
kid, too.
sad because, like, I watch TV all day, every day, and it is always just talking about, like, single families. Or,
Right, like
so
everybody's
it's
saying.
sad because, like, my fiance, he can't even really walk down the street without a random, person. Hey, what's up, brother? Congratulations on your baby, but, like, I'm happy to see you doing you. You're being a father. Wait, pause.
That shouldn't be a compliment.
That shouldn't be a compliment. That should be some everyday thing.
Right.
You feel what I'm trying to say? Because he was there for me
70%.
when I was pregnant to all the way through. But the thing is, going back to you, we met in college. The thing is, I didn't even know him. His crew was my crew. Before I even met him, we had the same friends. And I didn't even know. So when we went into the studio, he was there. And I was like, what? Like, and it happened like that. But we're so close because at the same time, it's like, we kind of surround ourselves with the same people. We still have the same motive, and that's my partner in crime right there. You feel me? So.
What's his name?
But Diamond,
tell us.
Oh, and by the way, he's here.
What's his name? Hey, tell his name.
Should compliment him, though.
Hey, Diamond.
Should compliment
respect.
Praise him. Praise him. It's so important.
No, hold on.
But
I kind of understand what she's saying. Because I can remember when I was with my 14-year-old. My 14-year-old was like 5 at the time, and we were at a wedding, and a gentleman at the wedding approached me and was like, "Oh, she got you babysitting."
Right, it's a negative thing.
Right.
No, hold on. And I kind of,
speak on that.
I kind of looked at him and said, "Excuse me?" And he's like, "You babysitting?" I was like, "Bruh, it ain't babysit when it comes out of my nuts.
It's
This
your
is
child,
mine.
right?
Absolutely.
I'm not babysitting.
I don't know if I would have said it like that, but I agree.
Like, it's a big difference. Like, it's real. It's a big difference.
No, I saw a
You
video
right, though.
on
You right.
Facebook yesterday. Can I just say this real
Yeah,
quick?
go
It's
ahead.
so disgusting. So it's like a newscaster,
Here we
and the
go.
man holding his baby, and the mother got killed or something, right? So he's like, "Yeah, it's a shame that my kid's mom out here got killed, and then left me to take care of the kids." And we like, that's the first thing you saying on the news? And he was like 56 years. He's like a 60-year-old man.
Wow.
Let
Like,
that.
that's sad. That's sad.
60-year-old boy, yeah.
I'm stuck with
It's
the
a
kid.
grown ass boy.
Real quick, Diamond. What's your fiance's name?
Oh.
And cue up
His name
the
is
round of
TJ. I can
applause.
bring him in real
Cue up the round of applause for TJ real quick, man. Shout out to all the
Hey, baby.
shout out to all of the
Real dads,
all of the real
real
fathers. Don't matter what your race is.
Real
Shout out to
men.
all of the
Even
fathers.
if you're not a father yet.
And he is
Shout out to all of the real women too.
6'5",
Shout out to all the real mothers, the single mothers too.
One last thing, Scott.
Yeah.
When I was saying that about girlfriend and boyfriend, what I gotta commend him on, he has a fiance. That's the word
made the
that I want
commitment.
my daughter to be able to transition into. Because if you're gonna have all of those responsibilities, give her the credit and the just due that she deserves by titling her what in fact she should be.
Right.
That's real.
Well, how can you do that at 16 though?
Not, but the whole point is, it's
16,
not
you don't need
people.
no
That's a little early.
Age is
Yeah.
16. You don't need no boyfriend.
Engagement.
What I'm referring to,
Really, it's the
it's not. It's the mental that I'm referring to. Because if she's at 16 and they both are at 16 and can respect that, I told my daughter, don't have a boyfriend. If he wants to be your boyfriend, he should have already came to you and said, I want to meet your father. If he hasn't done that, then he's not right for you.
I like this guy.
Well, my mother was like that. She didn't want us to have
But you know
boyfriends
what?
just
Just
because
kind
we
of
needed to
sitting
date.
on the outside and listening to everyone. We're talking about boyfriend and girlfriend. We're talking about engagement. We're talking about marriage. I think that some of us need to embrace singlehood and learn to love ourselves and grow as women and grow as men.
So that you're ready when you meet the right person.
A great man for that woman, or we can be a great woman for that man, because sometimes God has us in a season. Okay, it's a shout, but God has us in a season of singlehood to grow individually.
Yeah,
like it's
get
not
strong on your own.
At 16,
a lot of
she
my-
needs to just focus. I want to talk. I have an 11-year-old. Talk to me about college. I don't want to hear about her. I want to talk. Let's talk about school. Let's talk about some dreams. Let's talk about parenthood. I don't want to hear about dating.
Newest
we
fashion.
talk about it and being real, but we have to learn.
But if you don't talk to them about it, they're still going to do it, and they're going to shut you out of it.
It's part of life.
So that you don't want either.
It's more to life.
You can't ignore it.
Focus too much on relationships. I think basically, like a lot of my clients would come in and talk to me about, oh my God, I'm so lonely, I'm so single, I need someone in my life, I need a man. And I would just tell people, they'd be like, well, how do you find a man? And I would say, do you.
Yeah.
The more you learn you, the more you do things that you genuinely love,
you'll attract
The more you meet people that
it's like
share
just
interest
be you.
with.
Go to college,
Absolutely.
become a lawyer, become whatever you want to be, become a radio show
Become a
host.
doctor.
Do you.
I suggest that to every one of my friends, male and female. For example, if it was you, Scott, I'd be like, yo, take some Scott time because you need that.
Now that's real.
The reason why
you
I
used
got
to
the
A&R, right?
perspective- Yeah,
you used to
definitely.
A&R for
I used
artists and
to
stuff. So
A&R.
this is good advice.
The reason why I say that, my perspective comes from me taking that time for me, being celibate for a good few years.
There's nothing wrong with that. Hit a round of applause.
And basically becoming a
Studio audience is
person
late,
and
man.
establishing the...
When you his brother and he grouchy as hell.
Hilarious.
Like, man, we gonna have to hook him up for his birthday. This some bullshit.
Call it a spirit cleanse.
But going back to even what Melanie was saying earlier, the checklist or whatever you look for in a guy, like that's one thing that I look for is that they know themselves. And like, cause I know myself, I know I love myself and the goals I have and where I want to be. If they don't know that, then done. Right away.
I like that.
And another thing.
Well, I don't know.
We're gonna have to wrap it up.
Basically, I mean, I look for who I can compliment. If I can't compliment you and you can't compliment me,
That's a good point.
Off the jump that I can't work with you. So, like for example, who I deal with, I compliment. I feel like I can bring to the table what he needs to be better, and I feel like he makes me work to be better. So therefore, we compliment each other, and that's what I think is a grounding point.
If the man's the head, then the woman's the neck. Give her a round of applause for
Can I
that.
say something though? In our relationships, I think she brought up a really good point. I think, and a lot of this is in our community, I think we have to stop competing with each other.
Yeah. Yes.
And start trying to uplift your partner. Like when she's talking about, I want to sing. Well, maybe she doesn't sing great, but maybe you can sit down and listen to her and explain that. A lot of times it's this competition. And getting back to what she said earlier, like she said, my mother taught me how to handle business. My mother taught me all these things. And my white girlfriends, they were kind of taught how to take care of their men. And we get the, why is he with that white girl? And brothers get that a lot because she treats him like a man. And a lot of in our community, because of the
Damn. See, we was off on a good note and everything.
But let me
wait, man, we got about 30 seconds.
All right, but let me tell
you.
you where it goes back to what I said earlier. No fathers.
Yeah.
Because our women don't have fathers, so there's that resentment right there.
Yeah. We all deal with the same thing. I like to say this because we're going to have to go around real quick, and we being real. We got to hurry up and get out for the other guys that's coming in later. But you right, man. We got to keep it unified. It's not about the battle, really. It's about all of us helping each other to get there. Whether you friends or whether you in a relationship, like we all out here trying to do some of the same things. And you could help people or you could hurt people, you know what I'm saying? And why not help people? But that's how I feel. I know I feel like it's like Jerry Springer moment at the end of the show or something. Anyway, hit me with the disclaimer. I feel like I fucked it up. Anyway, Generation U Radio, man, we're going to go around the room real quick because we got about 30 seconds to get it all in. I'm going to start with over on this end. Go ahead and tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me at Allycin Hicks on Instagram. That's ALLYCINHICKS. Allycin Hicks, or LyndonLindsayLeroy.com, but that's hard to spell. But just try it.
And we appreciate having you in the building with your expertise. Hit it with the round of hit all of our experts with the round of applause today. We got some good experts on both sides. We really do. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, hey Sean. I'm sorry, Haley. Go ahead and tell the people where they can find.
Real quick, Twitter, IG, Haley Nate, HALIENATAE. I'll be here next week. Bye.
Hell yeah. Hey, hold up, Haley. You starting up the?
Oh yeah. We're gonna start a Gen U Snapchat.
Snapchat.
Me and Diamond.
Diamond
Got you.
Matter of fact, Diamond, get on the mic real quick and tell the people where they can find you. We appreciate you.
Hey folks, you guys can find me on Instagram, Pottymouth, POTTIE 216. Facebook, Diamond Mind Your Business. Oh wait, no, it's Diamond Mind Yours.
Oh shit.
I was like, hold on, throw it.
Almost.
That came from the heart.
Yes, ma'am. Good try though. Okay, we got Lisa. Hey Sean, go ahead and tell the people where they can find you, man. Tell the people about
783 Music, spelled out SEVENTHREE. I left out the A.
I can't even spell, so
I was like,
what the hell is my dictionary?
Music on Twitter, IG, and all that.
All right,
I ain't the best speller in the world, but nah.
Go ahead, Crystal. Tell the people where they can find you.
Hi, you guys. You can find me. You can go to my organization's website, noirunicorn.org, noirunicorn.org, and you can also follow us on Instagram at noirunicorn. And make sure you guys go on the website. You can get more information on our event that's coming up for women called "I Forgive You But," hosted by Carla L. Garrett, author of "Bouncing Back After Dropping the Ball: 18 Steps to Forgiveness." It's June 7th.
June 7th.
So Sunday, June 7th from 3 to 7 p.m. You can get more information on our Instagram and on our website. And if you're in the A, if you're in Atlanta, you can come to our event on July 26th called Light Skin versus Dark Skin.
Team Light Skin is in the.
I'm gonna go.
We
just to be
appreciate
in
having
Atlanta.
you. We appreciate having you in the building, and I like your tone. Great job on the mic today.
Anybody else want to?
Go ahead, Leanne.
Sorry.
Because everybody like passing it.
Team, thank you for including me in the house.
Yeah.
Leanne Tooker. I'm at leannetooker.com. That's LeeAnnTooker. That's Tooker like hooker, but with a T. And all my social media is on there, and my jokes and whatnot. So check me out.
And we appreciate having you in the building for real, helping us out before we, you know what I'm saying. Go ahead.
All right. You can find me at Tamika Briscoe. That's TAMIEKABRISCOE, and that's on everything.
DMV, baby.
DMV.
You're damn right. Keisha, go ahead and tell the people.
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and my website, Dr. Keisha Downey. That's DR, and then KEISHADOWNEY. And then Lyndon Lindsay Leroy. I'm going to spell it out, though.
Thank you.
LYNDON, LYNDSEY, and LAROI.com.
Well, we really appreciate having y'all in the building. I don't think the show would have been the same if it wasn't for y'all. So thank y'all. We got DJ Tharo in the building. I said it right? DJ Tharo.
Yeah, it's DJ Tharo.
Tell the people where they can find you, bro.
Instagram, Twitter at DJ Tharo. That's DJ THARO.
THRO.
You can go ahead and cue up the music too, man. We appreciate having you in the building, bro. We got Glenn Robnett on the photography. He's the guy that if y'all want some headshots, y'all want some quality shit, go holler at him. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna give you a hookup price and everything. You know what I'm saying? We got Kenneth in the building. Shout out to the Gen U reality radio team. Ken in the building. We got Aaron in the building. Hey Brett, tell the people where. Brett cool.
He left because he didn't want to talk.
Yeah, Brett cool. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Don't find me, I'll find you."
Y'all trying to find me.
All right. Yeah. Hey man. Hey Will, tell the people where they can find you.
Man, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at _WilliamB1. You can find me on Facebook at William Basham. And just a quick shout out before we go, I want to give a shout out to the Crimson Syndicate. That's the step team I went to Hawaii with from my fraternity. We just took first place at the Stomp the Island this weekend.
I saw your picture. I was like, yeah, they was
we're waiting on our check, but yeah, good. Congratulations. Like to my team, yeah.
All right,
Courtney, tell the people.
What's up, you guys? Comedian Courtney Black here. CourtneyBlackComedy.com. You can find all my social media there. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, whatever you want, except for Snapchat. I ain't on there yet. Saturday, I'm be performing in San Pedro at the Marina Seafood Steakhouse. It's tourist party, all white, some dinner, drinks, dancing, and comedy. So come on out. Starts at 8 o'clock. There you go.
Dance, laugh, and eat.
You working? I see you. Courtney, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah, man. It's got. I'm sorry. Go ahead, man.
It's all good. Anything you need to know about me, you can find me on Facebook and Twitter at Melanie C. Eke spelled EKE, or on Instagram at Melanie Chantel with a C. Have a great weekend. Happy Friday.
Hey, man. Thank y'all for participating in our show, man. The Battle of the Sexes show on Generation U Radio, man. Reality Radio Fridays at 6 o'clock. If you get a chance, check me out on my website, Scotty Trippin. That's SCOTTIETRIPN.com. Got some new music coming up in a minute. Other than that, man, we appreciate having y'all in the building. If you don't remember anything about this show, remember these 3 things, man. Support the people, support the art, support the movement. Generation U Radio. We
be out, y'all.
We out.
We out.
the grapefruit and do that brain thing, man. That ruby red, that shit done changed things. I'm about to bust, but before I go, bang, bang. Hold up, she climb up on it like she King Kong. Back and forth on the table like she ping pong. She tell me play the dirty version, not the clean song. She tell me fuck her in the dark with my bling on. And she do this thing to me, she know I like. Yeah. She need no one to check, she know that mic. Yeah. She like when Spider-Man climb up them walls. Ooh. She be so wet, feel like you in the falls. Ooh. She like Niagara, man, fuck your Viagra. Whoa. She make you come fast and fuck up your swagger. Whoa. She make you come back, got that boomerang. Nice. Ooh, she be wildin' when she do her thing.